All right, hey, shalom, shalom, Akim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakak Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And we are the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. And according to the Holy Scriptures, we're God's chosen people. Shalom to all the beloved brethren out here pushing this knowledge and sincerity and truth. Shalom to the few sisters, and shalom to Israelite foreigners who were scattered abroad. And what you're looking at is a true depiction of who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, whose real name in the Hebrew tongue is Yahweh Shai. Okay? And what you're looking at is a true depiction of who the world ignorantly called God, who the world ignorantly called Jehovah, whose real name in the Hebrew tongue is Yahweh. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai once again. And we're going to start it off with 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 1. Before I get to this video, it says, woe be unto thee Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. So why would the prophet Ezra make a bold statement like this? What can cause a great destruction to different countries, different parts of the world, is going to be great dismay, pretty much mass destruction getting ready to take place. What can cause something like that to happen? Nuclear war, nuclear destruction. Okay, it says a sword is sent upon you, who may turn it back. So the modern day sword that's being sent, all right, because when you draw a sword out of his sheath or wherever it's located, you can't throw it at him and cause great destruction. You got to stab him. So that these swords that's going to be sent, or something that's going to be shot off, or who may turn it back? Question mark. A fire is sent among you, or who may quench it? These swords, when it detonates, is going to cause great destruction. Ferocious, fiery, man, I'm lost for words. It's just great destruction, man. All right. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? All right. These plagues are sent from who? From Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. It says, may a man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may one quench the fire and stubble when it had began to burn? The answer is no. Once these nukes are shot off, from wherever the Most High allowed them to be shot off, there's nothing you can do. All right, there's nothing you can do. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. So those are the nations that hold these nuclear capabilities. A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, who shall not fear? He shall thunder, who shall not be afraid? That's the power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Everybody's proud in their heart right now. You know, everybody's puffed up. But once this destruction take place on this planet, everybody's going to be shaken up. Everyone, every living soul will be shooken up. And the enemies of the Lord will be utterly beaten to powder. Utterly beaten to powder. The Lord shall threaten, who shall not be utterly beaten to powder as his presence. All right? What can cause that? A thermonuclear war, those missiles, the chariots was those laser beams, lightning bolts. The earth quaketh in the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are trouble, and the fishes thereof also, because the Lord, all right, Yahweh Bashem shall be and before the glory of his power. So it says the sea arises with waves from the deep. All right, the Russians, all right, the modern day Gog and Magog, they have a missile called the Poseidon that can be shot into the ocean that can cause cataclysmic waves, typhoons, to destroy a whole fucking country, man. However, the Lord, this thing is about to be catastrophic. This is great judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Now peep it.
Nuclear, just the new Russian nuclear weapon. It's actually terrifying. So what it does is, it's not a nuclear warhead like an ICBM. The Poseidon weapon is 300 megatons, more than double the Tsar Bomba. And instead of deploying out of a submarine through the air and hitting a target, it is a Leacher torpedo. So they can deploy it. It stays underwater the entire time. It never goes up. It will crawl at a rate that is so slow that no modern radar or identifying technology can spot it. And what it is designed to do is come up on a major coastal city 50 to 100 miles off the coast, and it will detonate 300 megaton nuclear bomb. And this will create a 1,500 foot irradiated tidal wave that will...
What? Fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, a 15-foot... You heard this motherfucker said? Excuse my language.
Hitting a target, it is a Leacher torpedo. So they can deploy it. It stays underwater the entire time. It never goes up. It will crawl at a rate that is so slow that no modern radar or identifying technology can spot it. And what it is designed to do is come up on a major coastal city 50 to 100 miles off the coast, and it will detonate 300 megaton nuclear bomb. And this will create a 1,500 foot irradiated tidal wave that will level a coastal city.
Wipe away coastal cities, man. So you got the East Coast with coastal cities. You have the West Coast with coastal cities. You have the South, Florida. That's a coastal city. You understand what I'm saying? This is all of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Babylon, Ahbad, Babal will be destroyed. Modern day America. All right? Because of prophecy. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai had sanctioned this thing, man. It says, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea ariseth with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are trouble. You heard what he said, irradiated 1,500 foot tidal waves. I'm going to drown you, or you're going to die horribly. The fuck? And the fishes thereof before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. So, behold, hold on. So, behold, I created the smith. The Lord created these things, man. All right, Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. So the modern day smiths are the ones who create these nuclear bombs. And it's going to destroy. All right? It's going to destroy. These are all so-called weapons of the Lord's indignation. Weapons of war. Weapons of war as well. I think it's in Isaiah. Yep, Isaiah 13. It says the prophecy about Babylon, which is the modern day Babylon we are living in. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And that's what the prophets are doing. Okay? It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, the prophets. That's why we out there teaching. This is not of us. This is of the Holy Spirit. And I've called my mighty ones from my anger, who are the angelic forces, even them that rejoice in my highness. All right, so the angels, the angelic forces, they happy to do the Lord's bidding. And the prophets of the Lord, we're happy to go out there and teach. Whatever transpire happens, man. These words are faithful and true. These things will happen. These things are happening. Uproars of the people, commotions. Today they have a No Kings rally throughout Babylon. All right? Different areas. So these things are stirring up. The Lord is the one that's stirring up these things. For what? For the controversy of Zion, for the nation of Israel, for the elect, for his only begotten son. All right? This rulership is out of here, man. What we tell you is not a fairy tale. These are 100% prophetic facts. We just happen to get, the Lord gave us the ability to break it down unto you. Well, how it was broken down unto us. And if you're part of the elect, this is crystal clear. This is not a fucking game. It says the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. That's World War III. The spiritual realm controls the physical realm. Don't let these Edomites and they tell me we ain't going. No, man, the Lord is in control. There ain't gonna be no World War III. Shut the fuck up. There shall be peace and safety, but sudden destruction. The noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. What, you think they're going to gather together and make peace? For war. The Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. The Yahweh Shemi will shine the angelic forces. Working on the minds of these top military officials, and they're going to do the Lord's bidding. Like how we doing the Most High's bidding. His purposes. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. What are those weapons of his indignation?
New Russian nuclear weapon. It's actually terrifying. So what it does is it's not a nuclear warhead like an ICBM. The Poseidon weapon is 300 megatons, more than double the Tsar Bomba. And instead of deploying out of a submarine through the air and hitting a target, it is a Leacher torpedo. So they can deploy it. It stays underwater the entire time. It never goes up. It will crawl at a rate that is so slow that no modern radar or identifying technology can spot it. And what it is designed to do is come up on a major coastal city 50 to 100 miles off the coast, and it will detonate 300 megaton nuclear bomb. And this will create a 1,500 foot irradiated tidal wave that will level a coastal city.
Man, that's not it. And that's not even half of it, man. Lord got way more in store. Way more in store. So now you go back to 2nd Ezra 16. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows, which are those nuclear missiles that he shooteth, are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So that's how this whole ordeal is going to go down, man. Thermonuclear war, spaceships. All right? That's how who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ is coming back. All right? So it's going to be a triple, double overkill for all you sinners and all the Most High's enemies out here. Shalom.